This is a public service announcement. Viewer discretion is advised. If you find any of the following content vulgar, crude, or otherwise offensive, please leave a comment telling us why, then promptly piss off.
Call the ambulance. Call the cops. Call the army. Call the fucking hell. It's Dashley.
Yeah. My man Fix, let's get it. Yeah. Dashley back in this BIT. Don't need to spell the rest, you already know about me. Particularly is like SMG in the hands of a G. Shout out to Mid. Haters gonna hate, but even haters gotta play HD with nothing nice to say. Let me explain. By saying it's a hack, you imply that I'm whack. The fact is I'm cracked in with skills that are packed in. From combat with lobbies that are stacked, man, doing the most, chasing ghosts like a Pac-Man. Now you see, now you don't. Better go with the flow or catch a scope. Point it at your dome. Hating on my tone, guarantee you're not alone. Maybe slow, older don't understand I'm not a clone. Cursing in your home cause your cover was blown by a mystery drone. Bro, you got pwned. I'm just kidding, I'm just playing. Terrible the way I'm behaving. Flexing the skills I am displaying. The older kids and adults all saying
Dashley.
Got everybody all saying
Dashley.
Got everybody all saying
Dashley.
Got everybody all saying
Dashley,
this is
baby.
the game to be playing. Got everybody all saying
Dash League.
Got everybody all saying yes. Got everybody all saying
Dash League.
this is the game to be playing. Dash League. Got everybody all saying Dash League. Got everybody all saying
Dash League.
Got everybody all saying
Dash League.
this is the game to be playing.
Dash League.
This is the game to be playing. This is the game to be playing. This is the game to be playing. Dash League, Dash League, Dash League, Dash League. Yeah, we are back. Back to back to back to back. Back to back. It's Dash League. Throw your hands up, throw your hands up, man. Throw your hands up, throw your hands up, man. My voice is going a little bit out. I was partying hard yesterday after all those matches. It was crazy. But in the booth with me today, I got my man, my mellow Percent in the place to be. What's up, Percent?
Yo. What's up, man? Early morning Dash League.
Man, we never can't stop, won't stop. P. Diddy says, in the place to be also. Been here all day, every day, a whole weekend. What's up, Laggy?
I still haven't slept yet, by the way.
Well, you have dark all day, man. I mean, nobody blames you. Also in the place to be, your friend, my friend, everybody's friend. We got Flippy. What's up, Flippy? Ping.
Hey, Dre.
What's the matchup? What's the matchup? What's the matchup? It is Dark versus UNSC. Every time I hear UNSC, I think of that Queen Latifah song, UNSC versus
That
Dark.
Thing is super cool.
Shout out to FIREHORSE Creations for the awesome assets he hooks us up with. Yeah, we got an awesome matchup early in the morning. Like he says, we got a UNSC doubleheader today. They're going to be going up against Dark and a little team you might have heard of. I don't know. They might have heard of them. They call it Team Name. They're going to be going up against them later on. But what do we think about this matchup today? Dark versus UNSC.
It'd be good. I mean, two playoff teams. Let's see. Looking at the lineup, Schemos in there. That's awesome. I'm so glad Schemos is back. They got Strike, Abs, Tim, Juvie. That's a pretty good Dark lineup. But at the other end, this looks like UNSC's close to UNSC's top lineup with M-Dubs and Colton in there. And Fourth, I mean, Fourth is a huge pickup for them, man. He was the captain of Bruh, and he made Bruh, a playoff team their first season in the league. So this is a good marriage. In fact, I know UNSC tried to recruit Fourth off of Onyx in season 1, so it's like a long time coming.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm rooting for both these teams really. And, Fourth and Schemos, pretty awesome dudes, and M-Dubs and Colton. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. I'm noticing that Dark is becoming kind of a Dark Onyx, like right there, right? Like a Dark Onyx, Dark Onyx.
Donix. Yeah, they had Classic for a second. I wish Classic would come back, man.
Please.
Miss that dude.
Please come back. Come back, kick it with us. At least hang out. Yeah.
Word.
What do you think about this lineup, Laggy? This matchup, I mean.
Okay, so just to make things clear, I was joking when I said I didn't sleep. I slept at least 4 hours. Okay, but yeah, I think this matchup is great. I'm always just relieved to see names that I actually kind of remotely recognize.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
And yeah, honestly, UNSC, I'm not really too surprised with their lineup. But then we also have Dark, and yeah, Percent, just to beloved what he said earlier, I'm really glad that Schemos is here. Because I really want to see how he's been doing. See if he's gotten rusty at all. Probably not. He's probably gonna kick ass in my opinion.
No, Schemos is definitely hanging in there. He's holding it together. But you got M-Dubs over there, Style Dead, 1-up crit, and fourth. And Colton, he just one of the newest HH members. I just got my ass whooped recently by him. I give him a 7 and 8 on the Dre whoop ass scale. So yeah, you know, like definitely it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna have to lean UNSC on this one. What about you, Flippy? Who you got in this matchup?
I think Dark's gonna take it,
Dark!
and I'm really rooting for them. I love Schemos, and Abrackers used to be my team captain with Phoenix.
All right, those are fighting
That's
words.
easy.
How am I gonna just say UNSC's gonna win? You're just gonna go against me right after I say that. You're supposed to join in. Hater. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is definitely gonna be a good matchup. But what do you think about the matchup later on? Percent. What do you think about Team A versus UNSC later on?
It should be fun. I'm hoping it's a repeat of last season. For MMR purposes, that'd be great.
Why did you score a lot of MMR by any chance?
Oh, I'm positive we did. Yeah, it was a quick, clean match. We did our jobs. We're hoping to do the same thing today. You know, it's all about gaining that MMR this season.
It's all about the MMR, baby. You heard about it's all about the Benjamins, not F Benjamin. It's all about the MMR.
And as I say that, I kind of have to be honest. Like, I don't think TMNM's in jeopardy of not making playoffs as long as we, you know, play our typical levels. Like, we don't have to be number 1 in MMR to make playoffs. You have to be like top 6 or whatever it is. So, I mean, we'll obviously be looking to have more fun this season than like just to try to ram through MMR. That's not going to be our main task. I mean, obviously we could try to beat UNSC by as much as possible. But at the end of the day, I think as long as we win our matches, we'll be in the playoffs. As long as MMR works, of course.
We'll
so
see.
I don't know.
We'll
you're
find
not
out.
going to see a ruthless. You're not going to see a ruthless TMNM, but you're just going to see a TMNM having fun.
This season, we've had a lot of HD people join the MMR team, and we've gone ahead and made it way better and more funner. And hopefully, everybody enjoys this season better than the previous ones. You know, we're just trying to improve every season. That's all we can do. We know there's holes and mistakes, but we're trying to improve. But real quick, Snippleton, which I think is DITZ. I recognize that PFP. It says don't overdose on casting. Dash, here we go. Not me. I hope you guys don't overdose on casting. By the end of this weekend, you guys are gonna hate my voice. They're like too late.
All right, so Dark's going to be pushing here first, and I mean, obviously they're going to hope to get to 100.
Let's go.
Fourth rolling out the new buffed SMGs. Don't blame him one bit. This is going to be his last season able to use the stock due to the new rule. But yeah, and that's a weird rule. At first, I would have supported it, but seeing as how the league's been more, you know, on the casual side of things, it's kind of strange to take away stocks anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why we gotta take away stocks. I mean, but whatever. I mean, you know what? I'm also for a whole more natural, more authentic game. Like, forget trying to cut edges. Let's just play the game and have fun. And if you're better, you're better.
Right. But here's Schemos, and he's got some cracked aim, but it's been a while. And aim in these types of games usually does take like a bit of grinding to keep up. So I'm really interested to see how that plays out. Nice. He's just kind of running through these kills, doing a great job so far out the gate. And he's not showing any real signs of rust. He does get taken out by 1-up crit, which is a good play on 1-up crit's part. 1-up hiding in this little corner here.
Yeah, they've been securing that house there.
Yeah, you know what? UNSC's doing a great job staying alive here. Schemos getting a nice kill right there as well. Payload is cruising. 5 minutes left. They're on a good pace. They do want to get to the bottom of this hill with 4 minutes left over, at least. Anything extra is definitely, you know, gravy. But they're kind of cruising. You'd think, there we go, some rockets. UNSC's going to try to get aggressive as all hell and stop this movement. It's going to be tough.
But yeah, if they can go down this slope before they hit the 4-minute mark, it's so far so good. But honestly,
nice.
yeah, UNSC is picking things up a little bit. They do have someone from Dark pushing up though, so hopes are decently high. His health is low.
Dark reaching this corner with 20 seconds to spare. Great job. They definitely want to keep this momentum going. Right now, they're fairly uncontested. Just kind of cruising around this corner.
You know,
man.
yeah, this isn't bad at all. Dark is pushing up. They have someone on card.
Good, doing good.
They can
Dark
keep this
doing
up.
really well
Right.
so far.
Keep it up, my boys. I'm stressed out for them.
Oh, nice kill there.
Nabius in the place to be, snuck in the back door. How's it going, Nate?
I'm good, I'm good. How are you guys?
A good matchup so far, man. Great start
Yeah.
to this matchup.
Yeah, I'm excited for the matchup.
I'm excited for all Dashley.
They're
Yeah,
double stacking on the
same.
card. 3 minutes 40 seconds. I mean, honestly, Dark is looking like a super strong
Yep,
team right
yep,
now.
Yep.
There's
Of
some
course
great
they
pacing.
are.
You know, a lot of times we, in the past especially, we've talked about like strats and the importance of strats. As of right now, like we're getting to a level in the league where most teams have basically co-opted each other's strats. We saw that yesterday with like the way D kind of used a lot of the final strats they saw that Team M used against R. And we're seeing a lot of that, honestly, with both these teams right here. You can see their positioning's very mirrored to some of the top teams. And it comes down to not just like player skill either. It's more just like playing off of your teammates. And so that's something that takes time and game sense and everything else to fully develop. And that's really, I think, what's separating the teams as of right now, is your ability to play as a teammate. Not just to use the strat, not just to outkill your opponent, but to actually play off of what your teammate is doing. And right now, they do have rockets up, but their cart's getting great movement. When the rockets aren't constantly pummeling the cart, you can still get really good chunks of movement in there, like we're seeing Dark do.
Damn, they're making great time. Come on, 2.5
They're
minutes.
making, they're making fantastic time, exactly. And right here, this is a good move by Strike. You see him hiding back there in order to take out the rockets as soon as they pop back up. Not going to allow them to disrupt too long. Strike pushing up to the cart. Smart move. You don't want to over-disrupt.
Whoa, he's got to kill as he
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And this could do it.
No, they cleared. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
2
they're
minutes,
an inch away.
2 minutes.
They're 1 inch away. The next guy steps on this thing without a red player is going to pull it through. And Rockets are a tough predicament here because by the time that you get on there, if there's no red players on there, they're going to get that checkpoint.
They're from behind. Oh, get on there.
Oh, here we go. He's coming from behind. Gonna get the kill though.
Stop there, still hiding there with rockets. Come on, baby.
I mean, you can see as long as UNSC is able to keep someone on this cart, you know, they can hold it at bay. But that's just gonna last
Oh
as
my
long
God,
as
they're
it
holding
takes
up
for
to 90
Dark to
seconds.
do
You
a
gotta
group
take
up.
Paris down there,
seconds.
there in the corner with the rocket.
Jackpot.
No,
Oh,
you
they got it,
don't
they
need
got
it.
I was gonna say, you don't need to
Check
kill
it out.
Style
Honestly,
Victor.
that was pretty good.
That was no, like I was gonna say, it's actually not necessary to kill the Rocketeer in that scenario. Because you're so close, you only have an inch. There's nothing the Rocket can do to stop you, especially with Peeker's advantage. There's just no way that he's gonna take the cart down unless he has a teammate standing on it. So the moment we saw those red bodies leave the cart, the Rockets become kind of impossible to do anything with. You basically you're almost better off getting on the cart yourself with the Rockets, knowing that you're gonna suicide bomb at some point, hoping that your team can get set up around you.
Leading the KD here, that's not surprising. He didn't lose his touch. He didn't lose his touch.
I'm really entertained on the kind of approach that Dark is taking on this map, having people stay back and then having people assigned as a disruptor.
Yeah,
It's pretty nice.
they changed strategy a bit last minute today. Adapting to UNSC.
Well, they're doing
Well,
a great
so far
job.
it's been working pretty okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's
Yeah,
working
doing
pretty
really
damn
good.
well. And you see, Schemos doesn't look rusty at all.
Yeah,
21
he's
in
doing
pro,
really good.
and he's riding card. He's playing objective. It's like this guy hasn't missed a beat.
No, I don't know, man. He stopped playing for a while and he does.
It doesn't
rusty
matter.
at all,
It doesn't
I
matter.
mean, like,
does
you
it?
talked about
Still gonna
schemos,
kick my
I don't
ass.
really know what the fuss is about.
Really happy to see Schemos just like crushing it like always. And fourth here getting some kill on cart. UNSC's done a good job of slowing them down post checkpoint. It's not possible to really stop a cart, you know, in that section. But they definitely have come and halted it here, and they've slowed them down all the way to this point in the push. Which is very valuable because you don't want them to get to 100, but it's looking like they could. And right now, Dark is probably like a little bit too individual. I'm
Yeah,
seeing one
sure.
player at a time hitting the cart, and they definitely need to group up. I mean, that's
They
going to be
will.
it.
They will.
And here we go, we got two on cart, another one pushed up, so we're
So
finally
the
getting
cart's
a little
been
bit of
held back for a while here at this point again.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the new choke point. This is the new choke point.
Oof.
So this little triangle area, I mean, honestly, you gotta give credit to Arc. They kind of discovered how to like create a choke point here.
Yeah.
And every team afterwards has copied that to some extent. Some have built on it. But UNSC doing a good job right now.
Should we call it the Chark point then?
The Arc, yeah, the
Chark
point. No, just give credit to Team M. We'll just take the credit from Arc.
Just taking all credit. If it's credit to
we
be
learned-
had, it's gonna be Team
We learned
M.
how to do it better, so
Better.
No.
Everything's better.
Now
with
this
But
Team M.
is-
shocked
no,
by
the-
one that crit.
The Arc hold is definitely something that
Arc hold.
they created.
Arc gold.
It's quite heavy.
Big culture, dude.
Alright, so now we see Dark getting control of this space. They're getting great movement here. They did overextend a little bit, which is now kind of fractured the team and allowing UNSC to get a little bit in here. And there we go. The card is down. Yeah, you don't want to like separate too much at this point. It's like they got a little bit overzealous and they're like, all right, let's go push up for kills. And that's what we're talking about when I say playing off of your teammates. Like, you do want to still be in a position to make sure that cart moves. That's the most important thing rather than getting kills.
Yeah, the car's
Nice shot
kind of
there by
stalled
Skinos.
out. Okay, now it's got some movement. They're trying. They're trying. 3.5 minutes, but they got good time. Good time. They're not plenty.
I mean, 3.5 minutes. Obviously, 100% is looking harder and harder.
Harder,
UNSC
but
has
it's
slowed them
possible.
down so much. It's possible. It's definitely possible, but Dark's gonna have to like increase their level of group up to like 10. You know, the power of their group up.
Damn. What a
Right
break.
now, I see one or two at a time fighting, and they're not getting tons and tons of movement. Right now, like a shield, for instance, do you want a shield by itself? Probably not.
Top dasher on Dark is Hoovy with 36-18. And over there on UNSC, one up crit, rocking the top, 31-78. Not bad.
So it looks like they have a pair. Yeah, it looks like they have a group of 3. They were planning to push. Okay, but yeah, it is nice to see Dark is attempting to actually start grouping up at this point. Trying to head into the battle with at least a pair, it seems.
Oh yeah, that little subscribe appearing there.
That's right. Now, it is paired up, which is probably not optimal when UNSC is just set up here. Then again, I mean, they've gotten some chunk movement each time to some degree. They've now pushed it past this arch, which is pretty big.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's better than nothing.
It's definitely better. You're right. It's definitely better than nothing. But ideally, you'd see more of the 5-person type pushes, where they're able to get like massive chunks of push. And Abs taking them out with his shocks.
But yeah,
Abs
it
is
looks like they're
deadly with
gathering
shocks.
up that area in particular.
Yes, Highs. I told you, if there's credit to
They
be
have
had,
4 people
it's
there.
Team M's credit.
The team name is the Champions of Dash League.
I
It's
thought
there for all of the strats are theirs. Remember that, guys.
Back.
If you
Back.
breathe,
I think I heard they got
Team
the
M.
rights to the compendium too.
Oh, nice shielding.
Speaking of compendiums, the Arc compendium is finally released. If you
Released?
haven't seen it, go check it out.
Yeah, but that's like
Arc
volume
released the
1. I'm
compendium.
pretty sure they're like on
They
volume
did.
10 already.
That's in the
They're
DITZ.
giving you guys old
No,
strats.
I would say, I mean, they probably redacted a few things,
Dude, we're
but in all honesty, it's
redacted like a
good-
military
good
like a
research.
military memo. Hey, we're coming up on 1 minute, man. 1 minute. This is incredible. UNSC
You'd
did
be
an amazing
surprised
job.
at the amount of meta that has to be delivered by teams like Team M because other teams will hide, and even when they say they're coaching other teams, you can see it's like I know there's at least one team that's coached
1
another team for like 4
minute!
seasons
1
now. They've never
minute!
been able to like finish outside of Walker. It's just if you're not actually giving out strats, it's not really gonna do much for the league as a whole.
I don't see
They're
any.
getting
I don't see
they're
any.
getting
Dark
45
members.
seconds left, and it's but I mean you see one, and that's not something you want to see at this stage in the map. Dark should not have a single player by himself pushing to that cart ever. I mean, right now the 1 versus 5 is never going to result in a cart push. Like I mean, I say never. it's almost never going to result in a card push. You're so much better off just doing a group up and try to get in there. With 30 seconds
Oh,
left, though,
nice.
you're running out of
Yeah,
time.
yeah, wait.
Right there, that's another
they had
thing. Like you can
double
see,
shields.
don't bring double shields without having 3 players to get the kills. You know, you don't have a gun, so the best you can hope is that the other team gets wiped by your teammate. And if your teammate's not near you, you can't get on cart with 2 shields.
10 seconds. Looks like they're being held at 87. Come on, get one more. 88, 88, come on, 88, 88. 88, overtime, overtime.
Overtime. Can they get on? And they do get 88. They get 88. They got the 88. Oh, you called it, Dre.
Yeah.
Nice job.
That's
And
a
there
push,
they are.
baby.
They hold it off.
That's a
But
push.
88's a good number. It's a good number. It's something they can defend. I'm just curious to see how it works out because I'm sure that UNSC won't, jump into the 2-person type pushes at the end of this map.
I want to move it, move it. Hell yeah.
Overall, they did a pretty good job on server choice. I only see 2 yellow pings. It's not bad.
What's up?
Slayer! What's up, Slayer?
What's up?
Hey, Neighbor.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that performance, Nabius?
I was saying, do you know what server they're on?
No,
I can tell
don't
you.
know.
Hold on. And let's pray I don't crash. Woo, let me see. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Example. Example. Okay, we have a New York server for this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be New York for all maps.
Yeah,
Just
there's no switching this time. Are you guys Euro Nabius?
yeah, I'm Canada, but most of the team is Europe, so they prefer normally Amsterdam.
Oh, I see what.
Whoa.
Whoa. Sneaky.
So yeah, maybe there is server issues. Let me do a.
No, that's why we don't have like Himitsu's never playing US server. When it's New York, he doesn't want to play.
Right now, the 2 people that are yellowed out is
Yeah.
Emos and Shrike. Everybody else is green.
There's just me and Artemis that are pretty much US based servers, so New York's better for us. But
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
rest
New
of it
York's
is pretty
better.
much Amsterdam. Amsterdam's not that bad for me in San Jose. I get like 100 ping on both. It's not that bad. I mean, whatever server you're on, you get post dash and it reg, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter really the ping. So
And
it
everybody.
just depends on the day and all you feel. It's just I don't think it mattered that much.
and
I don't have that much difference feeling. What are you saying?
everybody, please calm down. The developers, everybody's working on it. We want to give you guys the best game, the smoothest game possible. Everybody, calm down. There's no need to like make essays about you leaving the game. Stick around. It's gonna get better. I promise. It gets better every time.
It will. It
But-
will. They're
but-
working on it.
But also,
They're
don't
still
blame-
having fun, man.
Don't blame me for it. Don't blame this cast for it. Go ahead and like the show, subscribe, comment. It's all good stuff. I'll explain to you why that's important.
Yeah, don't forget that like button. I'ma find you. I'ma headshot you in game if you don't.
I'm gonna find you.
And it's not me
I'ma hurt your
breaking the game
feelings.
neither.
So right now, UNSC kind of making similar pace to what Dark was making at this stage. So you're gonna want to see Dark set up and get this thing stopped. We do see rockets already
Ooh.
flying up, but
Nice.
UNSC is going to be aggressively looking to take those rockets out. And Tim's already there. He wins the
Yeah.
fight though, and that's a hard fight to win in that range. Alright, it's currently stopped.
Yeah, I was
So
about to
3
say,
minutes 30 seconds at this SMG bridge is a good pace. Oh, nice kill! while
Oh,
he's falling.
nice.
Unfortunately, there's 2 people out to get him, and he does get taken out. I was gonna say, one up living on a prayer right there, standing out in the open. with the-
Wow, Juvie got him
Ooh,
in the
nice.
tunnel.
Oh wow, nice
Yeah,
shot,
Juvie.
Juvie.
Wow,
Juvie,
Good
big
work
Juvie.
man.
Juvie.
That guy looked like he sees with his bullets. That guy's wow.
Oh, nice like that by 4. The shocks there.
Nice shot, quick there.
UNSC's
Oh,
making incredible time here. I think they can make this with a minute and a half or so left over, if not more.
Ooh.
Ab's going all the way back for that shock. That takes a lot of time away from stopping Cart. Luckily, Cart hasn't moved in that time span. If you're going to go back for a shock, it needs to be well timed out when your team is fully set up and you can afford that sort of 4v5 or whatever it creates. This is like a classic corner that you'll see in the game. Someone sitting back here with an explosive just like this. And if Fourth tells his teammates that he's there, then he's going to get taken out. If Fourth doesn't tell his teammates that he's there, well, it looks like no one's talking to your teammates because they're all continuously getting killed by the shock. He does move, though. Smart play by Abs. You don't want to stay in the same spot too long, or eventually they're going to be forced to say, okay, this dude's hiding in the corner. Someone take care of him.
That was a really nice shot by Keaton.
Less than 2 minutes.
So right now, oh shit, good job by him avoiding that death because he's one bullet away from taking a death here. He does health up. No one's on cart. So he flies back there. They need to patrol this. So yeah, my prediction, minute 30. I don't know. I mean, UNSC, we haven't seen any of them, which means they're grouping up. And here they come. Does the group up work? They're getting movement. Oh, but Abs back in this corner.
There again.
Oh man, you know they gotta start talking about that. Like, hey, check that frickin' corner every time you pop around, dude. Abs could be there. They do need to stand on the cart though, because the next person to jump on it is gonna go through, and there you go. A minute and a half was pretty close. A minute 20 seconds left. All right, so now the game becomes: can you replicate what UNSC did on this hill or earlier? You need to stop them. 86 is definitely possible. You know, you can win that with an 88-86 result, but UNSC could definitely win this. I mean, they're 7 minutes to get all the way up there. That's a long time.
It would be.
Whoa!
We get double stack in the cart. Lots and lots of movement. Dark struggling to get in there and get them down and contain. Now triple stacked on the cart.
Party buzz!
Is it?
Yeah, looks like they have someone from UNSC pushing up.
Yeah, they had 3 on cart then.
Oh,
Yeah.
they don't hold it.
3 on cart, but 4 people surrounding it. UNSC is really, really protecting that payload, and they're getting a lot of movement out of it.
Yeah, it looks like UNSC got a lot of value from that single disruptor that went up ahead, it seems.
Yikes.
Ah,
Ooh, here we go.
shocker.
Abs on the
Good
shot.
Good shocks.
Shocking.
They are not wasting time with these explosives.
Oh no! You don't want to see
Hi,
that.
Deanne.
Hi, Dean. It's percent.
What up, Dean? He said hi to
Hi,
everybody.
Deanne.
Ooh,
Yeah.
look at that
How come
trade.
Dean is not in the chat
Big
with
fan.
us? In the combo booth. The com booth with us. Sounded very disturbing right there.
Oh, we chased him down.
Look at this. They've triple stacked this cart. It's
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
were
tough.
party buzz.
I mean, honestly, you can't just send one person in there right now, which is what they're doing. You've got to show up in pairs at a minimum so that you can get at least some distraction while you're fighting off 3 players. They're just cruising. They're cruising. 5 minutes here is like ridiculous. When they only made checkpoint with a minute and a half left, they've just kind of pushed uncontested. I don't think this cart's really come to a stop that entire time. So I mean, now not only they're looking to win, but they're looking to see if they can hit 100, because the League Mutator is going to allow them to continuously push as far as they can.
You only have 10% to go now.
Wow.
Right there with a
UNSC
couple of
is
nice
doing
kills
just
to
fine.
get this down. Yeah, no, UNSC's doing great. They're on fantastic pacing. Right now, if there was a betting line, it would definitely be favoring UNSC. And here we go with more push. And more blue bodies on the way. And they seem to somehow get to the cart faster than the red players can get there, which is incredible at this point in the map.
Wow, this is
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah,
good.
they're
they double
cruising here.
stacked.
4 minutes to go the
Yeah.
next few feet, really. And they're gonna keep on trying though. UNSC's not trying to get to 88; they're trying to get to 100. Now Tim can't live here because UNSC ideally will talk, and they're gonna say, "Hey, someone's hiding in the chakra room on the left."
Ah, they got him.
And-
They got him. They got him.
And that's exactly what
Jump scare.
happens.
Jump scare.
You could do us a wet on cart too.
And that's exactly what happens. You can't
That's a
stay in
good
that same
call.
hiding spot too long. A veteran team is going to discuss it with each other. 86, we're coming up really close here.
Oh yeah.
3.5 minutes left. I mean, Dark is they did a pretty good job on offense, but right now defense it's going to be really, really tough to hold them from getting this next 2% because that's a very small push.
Ooh.
Ooh, schemos.
Here we go. We're coming up, getting close. Round in the corner, 2 on cart. Only 1 person there to defend. Someone behind saves the day.
1% right there. That's a big
Yeah,
one.
that's it.
See,
Stand on the
I
car.
can't believe that's 1%. That's so
1%.
far. That's only 1.
That's 1%.
Yeah,
No.
that's
It's
really just-
the
because
the last bit is like 10%. It's
I think metrics are
Well-
different in Netherlands. It's a lot different, you know.
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
it's like a wild scale.
They've already done a few pushes. Okay, yeah, they have 3 in this area.
They're going
Alright,
for
yep, they're
shield
going.
push now.
And here
Yeah,
we
pick
go.
up the
This is gonna
shield.
do it. It's gonna do it.
Ah, there we
That
go.
shield gets it
Boom.
through, and there it is. So they have
Yeah.
one, and now they're gonna try to get as far as they can. If they can get to 100%, that's gonna be huge for them.
Also, good maneuvering by Tim over there. I noticed
Yeah.
that.
That was a great sprint with the crouch there. Got him the kill.
See people taking sides in the chat. Some going for Dark. Some going for UNSC.
The end's on a bus. Dad on a bus. I don't know what that means. Come on, let's get some action going on.
Right.
All right, we see a blue robot kind of running away.
Yeah.
It's probably a smart move when you're by yourself.
Take off running. You saw that?
Yeah, he's like he saw like 3 people and he bounced. All right, not where I meant to be.
Alright,
Ignore me.
Yep.
My
Oh,
bad,
no,
my bad.
Alright. Looks like they're getting ready for a push of 4? 3? What's that? Okay, yeah.
And right now they've stopped him here right at this little hologram. It's a shame they couldn't stop him a little bit earlier. But they are going to definitely do their best to minimize the loss here. If they can hold him here, it's practically a tie. But a minute, 15 seconds left. They could definitely still get to 100. And we see that with some movement here. We got a shock set up. It's going to be a fight. Ooh, they're getting crazy.
Good
moving.
dodging
Whoa.
from 1 up.
Wow.
And it's crazy. You saw how far that 1% is, but look, now he's just got 5% like that. Like that
Like
1%
how?
was that 1% was like longer than that 5%. That's wild. But here we are, and 93%. They're gonna still try and push. And this
Let's
little
go!
bit left,
Go!
which I swear looks just as long as the 1% is actually 7%.
And you know your percent.
Yes, yes, I do.
It looks like they're trying to get
I know
together
my
for this push.
percentages.
You know your percent.
Yeah, there's someone
Funnier than it
pushing
should
from the
be.
back. Yeah, that's 1 up. Okay, he's letting the person with the pistols go up ahead. Wow, that was a pretty decent shock. Is there anyone else
20
there?
seconds!
Yeah, no, it looks like UNSC.
Oh, wait. Don't worry, Discord. We're still going.
As I was,
No!
while UNSC was making an effort to group up, Dark was also pushing up too.
Oh! Overtime! Oh, that's it. They team wide.
Ah,
That's a pretty good number to stop at. Good work.
UNSC wins.
There we go. So 94%. I mean, obviously they wanted to hold him at 88, but that's still a pretty good result considering how much time they had to get there. And UNSC pulls it off. They win the first map. Dark doing a pretty good job though, and like Schemo's coming back in his first game and getting 69 kills is pretty awesome. Man, is this his first game? Actually, I may be wrong.
Nice.
He may have played one more
No,
before this.
he played yesterday.
Okay, cool.
Played
cool.
yesterday as well, yeah.
So when did he start scrimmaging with you guys?
He didn't have that much time to scrim with us. He was having a problem with his medication. He wasn't feeling that well, so he started playing again like yesterday, like just
Wow.
before this. Whatever. I think it was-
Wow. That's insane. He started playing
Yeah, yeah.
Still
yesterday.
warming up.
Yeah, something
is
like that.
ridiculous.
Yes, it was
That
yesterday.
is
Yeah.
ridiculous, dude. Wow, that's impressive, man.
Typical
That's awesome.
Schemos, like,
Yeah.
Doing really good job.
Reminds me of like Inept when he used to like just show up out of nowhere and just kill it. In fact, I'm sure Inept will show up at some point this season and just like totally kill it.
Bro, it's gonna be like the super badass character from the previous season of a show that I like is coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But hey, awesome to see Schemos there and killing it.
Hell
and
yeah.
now we turn our
Skills.
focus to
Oh,
the
some
domination map.
Pure
And
skills.
is this a waterway, maybe?
Waterway.
Yes, they're going waterway. Yeah.
Yeah, waterway.
Classic.
So, I mean, Schemos is great on Waterway. Abs is great on Waterway. Juvie. This could be a good fight too. I don't know. That was a great map. That was so close. That was really close.
Come on, Dark.
I mean, yeah, Dark did a great job on that map. We're definitely gonna see Dark come out in the Dasher tier in playoffs for sure. What do you guys think?
I don't know. It's all going to depend on MMR. Every season, MMR has a little bit of an impact on the lower end of the Dasher tier, and we'll see how that works this season. In the past, basically, your Cycle 6 matchup determined if you made playoffs or not. If you were in good matchups that cycle, and you were in that, like, that fringe range of being right there in playoffs in the 6th seed or whatever, then awesome. If not, you could totally have missed out playoffs. We saw that happen to Apex. We saw that happened to Bruh and Loop, and a bunch of great teams have missed out on playoffs, all in that last cycle. So I'm just curious to see how much of a swing MMR will provide cycle to cycle. Is it going to be that, hey, all the best teams are pretty much, they're settled, they're established, and they're grouped up at the end? Or is it going to mean that, hey, a team like Dark or UNSC or whoever gets booted out of playoffs because they got an unlucky matchup against Team and M&D or something? It's just, we'll see how those all work out at the end of the season. To be honest, I would almost much rather be in like those shoes, having already had to play against ARC and Team and get those matchups out of the way early, so that when they're in that final cycle, they don't really have to have that same concerns that the other teams are going to have. Is like, oh, are we gonna get those tough matchups or not?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to our next matches.
Yeah, y'all won both your match, right? And won
Yeah.
all 4 of your maps, so you'll probably be right in that Dasher tier.
Crikey. Oh.
Crikey. But it's all fun. Come on, it's all. In the end, we're playing the game.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's all fun.
Yeah, I mean, as we go and grow, MMR should theoretically get better and better. Right now, it's not the MMR necessarily by itself; it's the ELO, right? So it has to take that MMR and decide how much movement to provide to these teams in the rankings. So while the MMR formula itself is hopefully going to ideally reflect the performance on the field, then you also have to factor in on this other side, like how much movement can we expect every single cycle. I'm very interested, especially with the net zero scoring.
I hope we see more
some
movement.
teams lose MMR. That's going to be pretty crazy.
I hope we see more movement than we did last season, but I think we are with the new system.
It depends. What you want is the right kind of movement. So if a team beats up on a team they should have beat up on, they should probably stay put. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I mean, if in the very last cycle you have teams leaping up from Walker to Dasher, you probably want to reevaluate your system.
All right, everybody. For the next map, we're going to be giving away a prize. I'm going to be giving away... and by the way, I didn't get contacted by any of the winners yesterday for their prizes. So if you guys won a prize yesterday, go ahead and contact me, and so I can get you that. And unless you don't want it, then I'll put it back into the batch. But let me know first. But anyways, today I didn't confirm too much detail, so I'm gonna give away another hat, a hat or a belt. Give you your choice. When the map starts, we have 19 people watching, so let's go ahead and number 1 to 40. Pick a number, and you can win a hat or a belt. I'll give you your choice.
Ooh. I want another hat.
Yeah, you want to win? You want to win another hat? Because you already have a hat.
Yes.
You were one of the first hats I got out there, right, Saint Slayer?
Oh, I got a baseball cap, haven't I?
Yeah.
So.
But no, you can win another one. You can win another one. Go ahead and start. But when the map starts, and Flippy, come on, pick one number.
There we go. There we go. I got my number in.
No, when the map starts.
Oh.
Everybody.
We should disqualify Flippy for going early.
No, I want Flippy to win. I just want him to play fair.
I'm keeping that number when the match starts.
I want Flippy to win so he can know what the feeling of winning's like, and then he could be like, "Damn, I've been ruining it for everybody this whole time. I'm crushed." And he's gonna cry a little bit, like just a tear's gonna fall down his eye.
It's gonna be like that Native American.
He's a 1 to 40.
Yeah. When the map starts, everybody. I'll type in the chat start. But I'm glad that everybody likes the challenges. I'm glad everybody likes the contests. Go ahead when you see DITZ and or Team Life, anybody, give them a shout out because of them we're able to make these casts more fun. But I mean, what more fun do you need? This is Dash League. You got Percent, you got Flippy, you got Laggy, you got Nabius, you got Saint Slayer, you got Drayden, you got the matches. What else do you want? Dash League. You got some beats? We got back-to-backs?
Sorry.
So what are we gonna look? What is playoffs gonna look at? What's the top 5 teams, 6 teams if you had to pick after the cycle's over? Be team name, arc. Dang, dude.
It gets murky, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does get murky.
It gets murky after that. It's hard to say. I mean, we saw Life doing really well.
D dominated, but I mean, those were kind of easy teams, but they did dominate.
Right? Well, they've got to be in the top 5, you would assume. And then, I mean, after that, like I said, who goes there next? Like, I mean, is Iron, maybe even the had to play Team in an arc. We don't know how they would have fared against some of these other teams.
Loop has been doing fantastic.
Yeah, Loop, Iron is another one that they crushed it out the gate. Hacks, you said, won both their matchups. So who knows? After the Team and Arc and stuff, it gets a little bit more murky on that end. It's
really
cool.
does. It really does.
It's and we're seeing the level of competition rise up all across the league.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's becoming. It's a good thing that it's murky. You don't want to every single season be like, oh, these are the teams in order of skill. Like that should not be. You know, we should go into these games a little bit surprised by who's going to win, or maybe just not even have a clue.
Yes, Heis. That's my name.
Playoffs is gonna be super intense, super high level. This season we're hoping. I shouldn't say anything because if I can't come through, I'm gonna feel bad. So just know that we're working on stuff for people this season. Working on more winners. Let's just say that. Real quick, I just noticed I have a Funko Pop. I want to give a RIP to one of my favorite, one of my people growing up. When I was younger, there wasn't a lot of people to look forward to and look at. And there was one Cuban guy, one Cuban wrestler. It was Razor Ramon. So RIP to Razor Ramon Scott Hall. I just want to say that real quick. He was always one of my favorites, the bad guy, but he was always the best guy to be around. It has nothing to do with Dash League. Just, oh well.
Oh.
Did you know I used to backyard wrestle Saint Slayer?
Pardon?
I used to wrestle in the backyard. Oh, the match might be ready to start. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
I'm ready. UNSC's ready. Dark's ready. We got Waterway. Maybe it's in the booth. Laggy in the booth. Flippy in the booth. We're in the booth. Saint Slayer. Sammy. Let's do it. Dashley. Why did it take so long? It looks like they're talking, like they're having coffee. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They're having coffee, talking,
Yeah.
hugging each other.
It's early morning. It's early morning.
Man, you know what? I want the audience. There we go. Dashley, I want the audience to
Early
be
morning.
there because you wouldn't be doing this in front of the audience. They'd be yelling at you like, yo, let's go. This is a baseball.
Okay, but yeah, this opening push is going to be very fragile. It'll either be incredibly one-sided or it'll just be butting heads right away. And yep, they already have one blue in their base.
Oh, the spectating cure is strike going for a swim.
Yep, they're going for the button. That's a countdown immediately. They only have one.
Oh wow!
Juby's only
There's gonna be a point.
Ooh!
Whoa!
I don't know where he countered that, but
There
Oh,
it is!
yeah.
There it is!
Oh,
Yep,
headshot.
there it is.
Really quickly, UNSC grabbing a very fast score right there. Wow, very impressive.
Yep, that's just how it is with domination. The opening pushes are very fragile.
1 to 40. 1 to 40.
Absolutely. Yep. If you miscalculate an opening push, you better hope that your teammates didn't. And as you can see, the KDs are relatively even outside of M-dubs. It's just that timing on the opening push, like you said, fragile.
Nice
is a good word.
schemos.
Now, Schimo's playing aggressively. This is different from
Absolutely.
last season. I mean, you saw him more in the pistol sniping role. Right now, he's pushed up to B, trying to push in. And Fourth playing more of that reserve role before pushing in. Nice pick there on the rail as he's traveling. And here we go, another countdown. But there are a lot of red robots alive and able to counter here.
one more.
Yep. Yeah, no, Dark gotta start moving.
Get them numbers in. 1 to 40.
Alright. Ooh. Good hit by Crusader. Alright, yep, they only have to take B. And it looks like Red is still fighting for their buttons still. Yep, that's another countdown. There's 4 of them up. 3. That's a good counter. Alright, looks like for now A is clear. They have to start moving.
Not able to group up B though.
Yep, they are making an
Even-
effort to group up B.
Yeah. UNSC been dominating B for the moment.
Pre-firing that rail.
Off with your
UNSC
head.
definitely applying the pressure there.
And another headshot there.
Good shot
Ooh,
there.
yes, loving this.
Countdown from Dark. Counter their base.
Go on, Juve.
Good dodging from
Off with his
Juvie, I
head.
love that.
Nice.
Red team, come on, baby, come on! Oh!
Yep,
so
countered.
Ooh. Whoa.
It's just this back and forth between teams on a waterway match that really just reminds me of like a waltz, you know? Don't trip over each other's feet because then you'll ruin the entire performance for yourself.
Wow.
It's a really strange way to
Game
put it, but yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of. Because both of these teams really just have to get caught in each other's rhythm and try to not mess up with each other. They're just trying to catch each other's mistakes, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Laggy, there's a question for you from the audience. If there's a CP, will Laggy come back to lead?
Will Laggy come back to the lead?
Come on. See?
No comment. But yeah, Stellos, I would beg for an autograph. I would beg for an autograph if I could.
Are you gonna
Glad you're in the chat.
are you gonna Tom Brady it? Say you retire and then come back right away?
No comment. No comment.
No comment. All right.
This is not about me. This is about these two
I just-
badass teams kicking ass on waterway.
I just want you to know it's not original. Tom Brady really did it. Percent, what's up, man? You look like you're biting you're watching the competition, huh?
Yeah, man, it's good fight. I'm waiting for someone to get another score here.
Because yeah, there really isn't too much to say when they're just going back and forth like this. Like you're all seeing it right here. But honestly, yeah, Dark has been they're in pretty decent shape when it comes to just adapting with the pace that UNSC has. We'll see if they can keep that up. If they make a mistake, it can give them another score.
Yeah,
That's
let's
just
do
the
it.
kind of test that Waterway brings.
Let's go ahead and do another round of guesses. Another guesses. 1 to 40. Nobody's got it yet. Gonna win your choice of hat or belt.
That's a countdown from UNSC. Double
Ooh, with a
button
buttonhole.
hold. Ducking behind that button. Yeah, they're still going for
There's another
countdowns.
countdown.
They gotta start going for B.
Absolutely.
People are so close. Nobody gets it. So close.
It's not 21, is it?
Just for you, I'll confirm it's not 21.
Okay, that I would have laughed if that was right.
Oh.
I see a lot of repeats. People are not paying attention what people are putting up, but keep trying.
Oh.
Keep trying.
And UNSC's looking pretty strong here. They got that
I'm
quick
done with
points, they got a lot of
guesses
countdowns.
That's
Somebody's gonna get it. Somebody's gonna get it. I see it so close. It's just so close. It's right there. Just think of it.
No. One
I
last
know.
guess.
If I were
44. 1 to
at
40, everybody. 1 to 40.
the bottom rail while my team was getting a countdown on them, I would be so stressed out. Okay, yeah, no, they have 2 darks at B, pushing up a little bit. Yeah, no, Dark hasn't really had too many opportunities to go straight for the base. I know that there was one signature going for C, but they just got wiped out immediately. Yeah, no, this is strange. They're really holed up at their base.
Yeah, they've been trying to go out there, but I think they got so much pressure to take care of in the base. Really hard to push off. But they gotta. Definitely gotta.
I did one last guess and I keep guessing. That's
Yeah, no,
terrible.
even
Did you already guess that one?
They should really put some emphasis on moving out as well. Because part of that is a pretty good offense on its own.
Here we go, countdown.
Countdown.
Oh.
Yep, they're finally going for B, but yeah, I really want to see them at their base because giving the enemy a reason to stop attacking to defend their own base for just a brief moment, that goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Oh no, they keep dying.
Again, it's Waterway that we're talking about. Everything that you do, like, it really does add up. Going out to the enemy base and attacking yourself is a good defense on its own.
Alright, if we hit it, if we get a point, then I'll give you guys a hint. But till then, go ahead, another round of guesses. Let's go. 1 to 40, nobody's got it. I want to give this prize away. I'm not trying to keep these prizes myself. Plus, I don't think I'm allowed to. They already got mad at me for doing that.
Yep,
no,
there's
today.
someone at their base. Are they going for it? That's a countdown.
Finally? No,
Oh, so close.
Yeah, the button scheme is
Nah.
nice.
they can't. There's too many red people. What you mean, red people?
Yeah, no, there's too many of them at their base. They gotta go.
I mean, definitely have to agree with you there. Right now, you got to push out and stop this aggression.
Yeah,
from
no, they
pushing
really
in.
have to push out. This is
You got-
not looking good.
3 people countering every button. I mean, a hold strat here is not necessarily ideal. You do want to get out and get that aggressive score.
This is no, like I would. This is the kind of approach that you would take if you were in the lead.
Right.
But nowadays, actually, wait. Now that I think about it, with hours, like you'd still keep on going for the third point anyway. But like, yeah, they really have to go for a score. And it's very rare to see a red signature over on the other side of the map.
Congratulations, Mr.
Yup, they're
Sub.
going for it.
Go ahead and DM me and I'll get you a hat or belt with a design hopefully I can do of your choice. The number was 14, everybody.
Wow. 14. I think that's the longest we've gone.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. Everybody kept picking 13 and 15. I was like, when is somebody gonna say 14? I'm about to change it to 15 just so somebody can win. Win! Somebody said they said 14. Let me look back. Was it before the start? No.
So
Yeah,
many
oh,
numbers.
you did. I'm looking.
So has anyone ever recalled
Ooh, look at the headshot.
are pushing at that bottom left rail? I've seen them push to the top right and then the middle. Maybe that
A red team
that's the-
countdown, so I guess they're listening, getting out
Oh,
of the base a
Mr.
bit.
Snow, I wanted that hat.
Yeah, they gotta pick it up.
They are pushing out.
I'm
they just
I'm
keep
surprised
dying.
it's this Yeah, that is true, but still, they gotta keep it up anyway.
Yeah, they do. We can't hang out on base.
There's 2 people alive. That's a countdown. But yep,
Oh, pushed
they
out
have
to
B.
counter.
Whoever is that B, I would have pushed up to their base already. To be frank, I'm really impressed with both of these teams with how contested this is at the moment.
Yep, we've seen countdowns on both sides now. 13 minutes left. 1-0.
To
1-0.
oh, you did not. You did not. Oh, I'm looking.
To be frank, I'm really impressed with both of these teams with how contested this is at the moment.
To
Yep,
oh,
I checked. I didn't see 14 again. If you did say it, I don't see it on the chat. I'm sorry.
I didn't see it either.
I don't see it.
UNSC is
Maybe
being
next
incredibly
matchup.
aggressive.
Abs with that quick kill on the pistol sniper.
But we're still in this matchup. That
That's a
raffle
countdown
took
from
as long as
Red.
this match is taking. we're almost in a diaper match. We're about 2 minutes away from a diaper match.
I'm gonna predict that if this single round goes past the 9-minute mark, they're really gonna start losing it. Cause like they just having this concentrated back and forth really
Oh,
drains
gosh.
your players.
I didn't even see him.
Ooh.
Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep,
Abs.
they're going into the
Abs
base.
is
They're going
just
to the
crushing it
base.
right here. Multiple kills. He does have to hold this off, and he's not gonna be able to. Multiple
Yeah.
players there. They do have a countdown, but it's not gonna last.
This is Dark's chance to turn things around. They really have to do something about this right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so pointing out all the different gun holds. It is interesting. There's like a big variety. It's not like in CLM you see that CLM gun hold and it's pretty well established. You know, most players use it. On this match, I'm seeing some of the coolest different gun holds.
I change my gun hold depending on what I'm using and the distance between us as well.
Right. Yep, that's smart.
Shrek is hiding below B. Alright, yep, that's a pretty good approach to push because you're essentially coming out of nowhere if you don't really down
Under
there.
me is a spot strike likes a lot.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
get a CP
okay.
here.
That's rough.
Hold it, guys.
And they hold it.
That's a
and they
red
hold it.
Oh,
countdown.
man. Oh,
Oh shit.
There's a lot of UNSC here to counter. Good headshot, but it's not
Missed
gonna
the
do it.
button.
I see 3 bodies grouped up on B. Now it's just down to 0.
Yeah, no, fourth is getting
There are
a
5
few
UNSC
unmanned
players
kills here.
in this base. 3 just pushed up to B. 1's in A already. 2 in A. They may get this off. And there we go.
That's a
Countdown.
countdown with
more
4
than
of them
one player.
alive. 4.
All the darks in their own base. No one pushing up to B to get this counter. And that's a dangerous
Oh.
predicament.
Yeah.
Right now-
I got it.
nice.
It could happen. It could happen.
they
And
got
that's
it.
it. And you could see on the mini map as that was happening, if you rewind and watch this back, you could see as all of Dark continuously tried countering their base while UNSC was continuously pushing in, and eventually
Yeah.
they wiped them.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to like extend out. You don't want all of your players hitting the same buttons.
That was a really tough position that Dark was put in, and there must have been a lot of
Here's a quick
white noise in their comms
countdown.
too. Yeah, that's a countdown.
Oh!
Yep,
And that's,
Oh,
that's-
they got it.
that's how it happens
Wow.
sometimes, those rollouts. So you see
Yeah.
2 of their points came off of their rollouts. Simply they had better out the gate rollouts. They
Yeah.
got to the other base and got the job done. And in the middle, when they didn't have that rollout, you saw how great of a job Dark did of holding
Oh,
things
well
off.
played, guys.
And they got some pressure in there, but ultimately, I think what really crumbled in on them was a lot of base defense, too much base defense. So,
Yeah.
good job to both teams. Obviously, it was a good fight. That went forever, and any match that goes that long could have gone either way. But today, UNSC is going to take it 3-0, and they
I
also
was just
won the payload.
tired watching
So
that.
UNSC is going to take this match.
Top Dasher
Um,
Dark Juvie with 13,648. And one up crit all day, every day with the top spot, 14,708. Congratulations to them.
Not bad at all, everyone. Good work.
Yeah, good job. So that was a fun match to get things started. It's
Woo!
Sunday, dashing morning match, kick things off.
For me, it's early in the morning. We're going to get ready for the next matchup, which is a small-time team. You might have heard of them, Team Ning versus the champs of this matchup right now, UNSC. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and it means you probably enjoy the next one. Congratulations to the winner, Mr. Soap. Go ahead and DM me, and we'll get you that belt or hat for sure. Yeah, that was dope. Shout outs to everybody. Percent, let's start with you. What'd you think of that matchup? Any last words? Any shout outs?
Matchup was fun. It was good to see UNSC took over and beat Dark, but Dark put up some good fight, and they even had players in Schemos who hasn't played in months, and it's awesome to see him back. So that was fun. So shout out to Schemos and shout out to Team M, and shout out to Flippy.
Well, Flippy took off. I don't know why they took off so quickly. Like they had the cops were coming and they didn't want to tell us the cops are here. Navius took off too, but Laggy, thank you for being here. Hopefully you can join me for the next one. Any last words? Any shout outs?
Yeah, of course. Shout out to both teams, Schemos. Shout out to TMNM, other Southern Cross, and the Night Owls.
And Saint Slayer, thank you for always being here. Hopefully you can join me for the next one. Any last words? Any shout outs?
Yeah, shout outs to both teams. Shout outs to yourself, Dre, and shout outs to my team. And no, I don't think I will, but it's too late for me in the next match. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I understand, but I appreciate all the time we get with you, of course. Shout outs to the board for all the work that you do and all the new members. Thank you for being there and helping us out. Shout outs to the sponsors of equipvr.io, your one spot for all VR accessories. Shout outs to Triangle Factory. I hear they're making a new game, but that's just word on the street. Shout outs to FIREHORSE Creations with all the dope video assets. He puts in a lot of work, and it's just one guy, so shout outs to him. Shout out to Hyperbash, again, one guy who does all these awesome mods that make all the cast better, so shout outs to him, and congratulations on his hiring at Triangle Factory. That's my dream job, so he's living the dream for me at least. Shout outs to Super Audio Network. I think that's still a thing. I'm not sure anymore. Shout outs to everybody who likes and subscribes and comments. Shout outs to my client HH, and shout outs to Percent for being here. As always, my man, my mellow. Good luck in your matchup. Good luck in your matchup, not lump. Good luck. Shout outs to Laggy. Shout outs to Saint Slayer, and shout outs to everybody. Let's get the heck out of here. Any last words?
Peace.
Peace.
Good morning, everyone.